Says we're live. Anybody feel like ending the Ukraine war? Let's stop giving money to Ukraine. I think we should pull out of Iraq, get out of the green zone. Just pull out of the green zone, just like we did in Afghanistan. Just pull out of all these countries. Get out of Afghanistan, get out of Iraq, get out of Saudi Arabia, get out of Ukraine, get out of Poland. Starting to catch on, but we never will, because the military-industrial complex, the world leaders, they're all elitist. They all have all their money in oil and military-industrial complex. You'd be surprised how connected some of our presidents and vice presidents are to old money and slavery and oil, the Nazi Party, the Rothschilds, everything. Everybody that's in politics, that's famous and wealthy, they have a history. It's a shame that things are not going to get better in the United States and around the world, because there's only certain people in charge. Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, Trump, Obama, Clinton, Bush. They're all the same. They're all the same thing. They're all one half dozen or the other. They're all in the same political party, political business, entertainment, stock portfolio, military-industrial complex, wealth management. It's all there. It's great. It's great for a certain few, but it has a lot of destructiveness to it. On one hand, all these elitists are making super money in climate change summits, and then they go to security summits and send more money to Ukraine, and also bring in more military aid. It's really sad. I mean, how can you take any of these people for how can you take any of these leaders seriously when you know they're all billionaires and millionaires, and they're just all making money in a political entertainment process? Wealth management, Worldwide Wealth Management Group. Everybody's taking care of each other in Switzerland, Germany, Brussels, New York City, Washington, D.C., military-industrial complex, European Union, NATO, New York Stock Exchange. It's all working together in cohesiveness to make sure nobody does anything to offset the other. It's really too bad, because we're really not going to improve the climate. We're not going to make climate change. We're not going to make the climate cleaner. We're not going to end wars and have peace. We're not going to end homelessness. And because of some of these situations, how can we possibly help veterans in the United States? How can we possibly help end poverty in the United States? You know, it's just impossible. How can you have a strong nation and a strong country if they don't even have good borders and everybody's coming in from all over the place, and a lot of them have criminal intent? Not all, but some. And you have to finance all of that. Plus you're sending all your money overseas to finance wars. So of course there's homelessness. It's all the people that were left out. All the people that are left out. Disenfranchised. It's too bad. If there was a way, if the European Union and NATO and the UN worried about veterans in the United States and homelessness in the United States and said we're not going to fund Ukraine and we're going to pull out of the green zone in Iraq and we're going to pull all our bases out of Saudi Arabia, and why are we building up in Poland? It's time to get out of all these situations. Why is Turkey part of NATO? Why do we have bases in Turkey? Why do we have bases in Saudi Arabia? Why do we have a green zone in Iraq? Why are we supporting Ukraine as some endless conflict that has no ups and downs or negatives and positives? There's no scoreboard. All I see is buildings getting destroyed and displaced people who have nothing to gain but lose. People's lives are being destroyed. You know? They weren't cared about to begin with. They were barely getting by to begin with. Now they're getting bombed out of their neighborhoods. For some reason, Zelensky is the only person that's in charge of Ukraine. The only person. That's it. Just Zelensky. Nobody else can be in charge. Nobody else can travel around the world. Nobody gets to go to Hollywood and receive awards. Nobody else gets all the money. Just Zelensky and his wife. They get to go to television shows. They're on television all the time. Nobody else. I find that very, very strange. There's nobody else in Ukraine. Nobody else that's different from Zelensky. Nobody? Come on, man. Something's not right. And then all of a sudden, after Trump gets out of office, we're involved in Ukraine. And now all of a sudden, after 4 years, Joe Biden's going to step aside. Nobody invited Ukraine war. Nobody invited Zelensky into our financial stream. Nobody invited Harris into this. Nobody wants Harris. Harris, I'm sorry, but you better want to look up her family history. The Browns, Scott Browns, the Rothschilds back in the day gave them a bunch of land and slave ownership in Jamaica. Just like that, decisions were made. Yeah. Generational wealth. Harris and Obama are generational wealth. They're seedy people. They are not Americans. And they are not representative of African Americans. And they are white. Okay? Kamala Harris and Obama are both white. I'm sorry. They're both white. Just like I am. Okay? Just because they got dark skin doesn't mean they're not white, just like me. I don't want to hear it. Because I have the same problem they have. They're white. I'm sick of all this crap. I don't want to get into it anymore. I want to make America real again. We need to make America real again. You can't run for political office in this country and make a difference. It's messed up. I'm not happy about it. We need to make a change.